Okay, my face is looking terrible right now. I don't. Still something I'm working on.
Just the funk, we got a beat going on.
Hello, everybody. Daniel here again. So, the Geneva Motor Show is happening lately, throughout the whole week. And one car I really want to talk about is the brand new McLaren 720S. And oh my gosh, that thing is just. Let's backtrack a little bit, shall we? Because when I first saw the leak of the new 720S, wasn't really too big a fan of it. Just thought it looked a bit too weird and a bit too spaceshipy. But to be honest, over time, I mean, after that leak, the looks kind of grew on me quite a bit. And now that I'm seeing the full car, like with more details and stuff, I'm like, I need it. Like give it to me now. Like, why aren't you in my life like right now? Like, honestly.
I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I need it!
I feel like time has allowed me to fully appreciate like the more fluid lines of the 720S. It took me a while, but just being able to like appreciate like those aerodynamical features, whether it's like those vents like that are hidden within the doors, where you can like fit your hand like underneath them, and everything just works together so well. The more I look at it, and it took me quite a while to fully appreciate the design, but I don't know. To me, it's just still such an amazing looking car. I'm actually at the McLaren website right now, just so I can like talk you through some of the more interesting details about the car. It's not going to be like a super in-depth like facts and details about the video, but I might as well include some of that too. So the 720S is going to have like an evolution of McLaren's trademarked carbon monocell technology. So it's pretty much like before it was like a carbon fiber tub, but now it's like it seems to be resembling more of a whole chassis. McLaren calls it the carbon fiber monocage 2. So what it means is that instead of just like a bare tub that's of course made out of freaking carbon fiber, now it includes like the roof and a bit of the engine bay too. McLaren claims that it's gonna increase like rigidity, but at the same time it keeps the weight low. Of course, that's what pretty much most high-performance car brands are aiming for these days: maintaining rigidity, but at the same time reducing as much weight as possible. Less weight translates to more speed. Translates to more speed. Simple physics, everybody. And yeah, I'm pretty much talking to y'all right now like you guys don't know anything about cars, but for those that are like new to my channel, there you go. That's a bit of physics lesson for you. I don't want to go any further or any of that because people might call me an idiot talking as if nobody knows about any of this. But anywho, while we're on the subject of speed, let's get on to the much more bigger meat and potatoes of the engine of the car, which is, I just spoiled it already because I was stuttering and just words like to slip out. Let's move on to the engine. So this new it's got an all new motor now. Well, I say all new, it's more of like I think it's more of a derivative of the old new 3.8 liter twin turbo V8 that was in the 675 LT and the 570S. But this one's designated the M48. What? Speak, damn it, speak. So it's the M840T. Good, there you go. That's what it is. But this one produces like, of course, as the name suggests, 720 ponies, which translates to 710 horses. And not much details have been given about the motor, but I'm pretty sure that there's a lot done to it. I mean, 720 horses for a car that weighs like well under 3,000 pounds. I mean, dude, that's definitely something. That's definitely something. It's a 4-liter power plant, by the way, and it also makes 568 foot-pounds of torque, which are very impressive numbers indeed. 0 to 60, McLaren claims is under 3 seconds, which is 2.9, which is definitely within the within grasp of like stuff like the Lamborghini Aventador and definitely way beyond the Ferrari 488 GTB or whatever POS that is. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get someone triggered. But yeah, just this whole focus on like getting the most performance, while at the same time, it's kind of like the nature of like smaller force-induced engines. I'm really glad that McLaren's still focusing on like making like normal gas-powered motors that are still like very fuel efficient, but at the same time producing a shit ton of power. And this motor still proves it. And I've heard it, and it actually sounds pretty dang good. Oh, and okay, back to the styling, please, because I'm still digging the looks of this thing. So McLaren's patented dihedral doors, and especially on this car, my gosh. P1 or F1, anybody? I mean, come on, it can't just be me. Or maybe it's just me. I mean, I'm pretty sure there are fanboys out there who'd be like, yeah, it looks nothing like a freaking P1 or F1. Like, look, that's just how I see it, okay? You might perceive it differently, but that's just how I see it. And out of that, we move on to chassis dynamics. As it is with like the 12C and 650S, the 720S will have like an evolution of the proactive chassis control, which is McLaren's term for like managing suspension. So how it works is that instead of like using traditional anti-roll bars like you would in like normal cars, they have like these like computerized system. It's kind of like adaptive dampers, but this actually makes sure that all four wheels are fully independent amongst one another. So it's kind of like wires. There you go. I'm going to put a picture of it right now. So as you're seeing it, it kind of looks like freaking like wires connecting all suspension components, like shocks and all that stuff. The result of all that is the suspension on like all four corners. They're fully independent upon one another. Hence, it allows for like better cornering abilities and of course like a much more comfortable ride. People compared the ride of the old 12C to a freaking Rolls Royce or something. I mean, they definitely ain't wrong on that one. I haven't experienced it myself. I've never driven any one of these things. Probably never will. But I mean, if it allows for like better handling, I mean, I could definitely believe it because I've driven these cars in like whether it's like Forza, Gran Turismo, Drive Club, whatever. The responsiveness of these cars, they just get better and better every time. And I can't wait to see how this pans out. And of course, the interior looks pretty darn good too as I'm looking at it from the freaking website because, hey, why not? I mean, I need to be as informative as I can, even though it's going to be mostly me just gushing about the car. I mean, I got to be informative because y'all appreciate information. But anywho, the interior, so what they have is like this flip up tachometer / speedometer, and I don't recall anyone doing something like that. I mean, this is a very forward-thinking car. As much as they like to keep like some of that old school tradition of like gas-powered engines and like actual driver engagement stuff. I mean, this is a very state-of-the-art high performance car for today. And of course, they need to be like super forward-thinking with the way the interior works. So having that flip up like speedo and all and tack, like, dude, now that actually looks pretty cool if I do say so myself. I'm not one for these things, but I mean, if it suits the character of the car, then I'm all for it. As far as pricing goes, we don't know much about that yet, but I honestly can't wait to hear more about this pretty soon. I mean, I might need to like do some more research on it. This thing because probably what I said just wasn't coming out well. If you guys know more about this, like I have a much more deeper reading about anything I've said. And if you want to point out, if you want to call me out as an idiot, I mean, just let me know in the comment section below. I actually appreciate like some fact checks. I might update some of it probably once I get to see like more videos of it. But yeah, I think that'll be all. Oh, and the car is also going to be included. Is also going to be in Project Shut Up You Idiot 2. That's kind of interesting. But anywho, so yeah, I think that'll be all. I know most of it's just rambling and all, but just thought I'd get this up there because I am so in love with this thing right now. Probably my favorite reveal in Geneva by far, besides the A12 Superfast. But then again, the A12 Superfast was unveiled like way before Geneva. But I mean, as far as like actual Geneva reveals go, This is probably my favorite. Cannot wait to actually see one in person, and of course, maybe drive one if I'm gonna get Project Shut Up You Idiot 2. So anywho, what do you guys think of the McLaren 720S? I mean, do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you think it's beautiful? Do you think it's one of the ugliest things you've ever seen in your whole dang life? Just let me know down in the comment section below. And yep, as always, hit that like button if you enjoyed. Subscribe, all that kind of stuff. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do all that stuff as I said. And see you in the next one. Bye.